Family, Ocean Starship in the building with another video. Hope you're having a blessed day. First, I want to say nothing in this video is financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. Peace and blessings to the family. Peace and blessings to the collective. Hope y'all having a wonderful day. I'm out of state right now enjoying this beautiful weather, spending time with my beautiful mother. What's going on, Ibrahim? Peace and blessings, family. Get back a little bit. Thanks for joining, Ibrahim. Peace and blessings, family. Thanks for always being first. I promise you in the future there will be a benefit from that. There will be a benefit because I appreciate people who appreciate me. What's going on, Omar? What's going on, Frederick? Peace and blessings, family. What's up, Spaceman? How y'all doing today? Yesterday was an awesome live. It was an awesome day, period. Between my decode and Bully Bear's decode, we learned a lot. We learned a lot. I was working on the decode. What's up, Matt? I was working on the decode today, but I was doing a lot of running with my family. What's going on, Sunseeker? And I didn't get a chance to upload it before this video, but I will upload it after. What's going on, Mariana? But that decode right there, fam. But I am going to tell you guys about it. I am going to tell you guys about it. Mom good. Mom is good. She doesn't have to have the surgery now. I'm going to have to come back because there was a lot of things that took place as far as insurance and stuff like that. So, but she did get a phone call today letting her know that everything is approved. So I just got a chance to spend time with my mom. That's who I was running around with today. Taking her different places. So this is important. You got to spend time with your parents while you can. What's up, Kowalski? Night Watch. What's going on, family? So I'm happy about that. Like I say, the next few days I'm spending with mom. My little brother. He came, saw me yesterday. So everything is good. No complaints. But I am going to have to come back because I do want to be here exactly when she goes to get the surgery. But, she have to take a stress test by her being, up in age. So, they have little steps you have to take before you get to that. But it was scheduled for tomorrow. But she had to do an appeal. And all praises to the Most High. Everything worked out fine. But I want to thank you all for your prayers and your blessings, because I told my mom, I said, we had a lot of help with this. We had a lot of help with this. I said a lot of people in the community was praying for you and giving wishful thoughts, But I want to talk about the decode that I started this morning. What's up, Dream Team? What's going on? But the decode that I started this morning, I actually decoded the term the great fakeout. I decoded the term the great fakeout because I feel like a lot of people are going to get faked out in some sort of way. But I didn't expect to find what I found in this decode, because what I found in this decode definitely points to silver, loan protocol, XPR, and also the Iraqi dinar once again. Once again. The same coins. And even so, in that decode, my name came up once again. But in that decode, what really got my attention was a term called friends explode. Friends explode. And when I decoded Friends Explode, I'm going to show you what I found. But I remembered in the previous decode where it said you will need to have friends. You will need to have friends. So I knew to take a look at friends because it said friends will explode. And I was like, okay, my previous decode said you will need to have friends. And this decode says friends explode. So for some reason I knew that friends was talking about the coins we hold. And also in that decode, when it came to friends, it said faith in God. Because remember I said it will say you need to have friends, right? Well, basically, it's saying you're going to need to have faith in God. You're going to need to have faith in God. It also said you're going to have options, which you all have. You all have options. It also said warns in that decode because I've been warning my family, my community, and other people about what's coming. We need to have friends. And I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. Give me 1 second, family. Well, I don't need to go because I have something here I can use. It's a beautiful day out here. Even though I'm in the shade, it's still kind of heated out here. But I felt like I sit in nature and do this live today, sitting out in nature and, you know, because it is a beautiful day in the shade. Ashen, 6 of my family members went to the hospital and didn't return. What do you mean didn't return, Dream Team? And I'm sorry to hear that. Tennessee, spaceman. There's something special about all airdrops. Is like they're trying to tell us something. I thought about that earlier, Ibrahim. I thought about that earlier, Ibrahim, because I had got the airdrop America, and I had got the airdrop. I think it's Unvaxxed or one of those airdrops, and I went to the what's up, World Boss? I went to the Snips wallet, and I was like, these numbers are crazy. These numbers. So you are right about that, Ibrahim. Something going on. Dream Team says gone. What do you mean gone, fam? Like, I'm sorry to hear that, family. You say 6 family. Dream Team, where do you live? Where are you located? What's going on, Jackson? I'm trying to figure out what Dream Team talking about. He said he had 6 family members went to the hospital and never returned. I'm trying to figure out what that's talking about. What's going on, David? Beautiful day in Ohio. Enjoy the weather now. Yeah, I'm definitely enjoying it. I'm up in the mountains right now. Up in the mountains, in Louisiana, everything flat. You get out here and the air is different. It's just a whole new vibe. 'Cause I got a lot of family out here. I used to live out here after Katrina. I lived out here for about a year after Katrina. But then I went back because it's something about New Orleans. Even though that city has all kind of shit going on, that culture, it's hard to leave that culture, family. This is different state. Hospital dead since 2020. Huh? Yeah, I've never been to Ohio. Never. I've been to a lot of states. Never been to Ohio. What's up, March and Aries? Night Watchman says, I'm trying to move out of Ohio to Eastern Tennessee. So what you trying to go over towards Chattanooga or Knoxville? I know that's Eastern Tennessee, Chattanooga, Knoxville. Uh, and you know what? Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge, I love that area. I love that area. What's going on, Donald? Y'all don't forget to hit the like button. Y'all know I gotta work 20 times as hard to get 5 cents on YouTube. So don't forget to hit the like button. Even though they never, I would never go viral or anything of that sort. Thank you, Michael. But I'm gonna give y'all a glimpse. Yeah, Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge is beautiful. Those mountains, definitely, definitely, David. That's one of my favorite places to go. Yeah, Knoxville is a nice area. I mean, like whenever I go, I never stopped in Knoxville, but I'm always driving through Knoxville when I'm going up to Pigeon Forge or either Gatlinburg. Me and my family went to Gatlinburg a few months ago. What's going on, Wilt? Atlanta, Georgia in the building. Peace and blessings, family. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Welcome to the 5D community. Stellar Payments on Lobster. What's going on with Stellar Payments on Lobster, Lise? Can't beat the Smokies. Such a beautiful part of the country. Definitely. And see, coming from the south, when you coming out of Alabama, the way those mountains are to your right, and then once you get to Chattanooga and you see Lookout Mountain and all that, man, that's a beautiful view. Thank you, Brighton. Alabama Eden say, what's up from O Block? What's going on, family? Ashin, I'm going to be like Noah, get us a doomsday ship. We have a ship, Dream Team. We have a ship, the Most High. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you why we have a ship. What's going on, Max? I'm going to show you why we have a ship, Dream Team. Look at this from my decode. Can you see it? See that? Look at that. Make sure you can see it again. Look at those words. Look at those terms. Look at those terms. I want y'all to really let that soak in. Let it soak in, family. Let it soak in. In that same cipher, you see terms. And the reason terms got my attention is because I think terms mean staking. That's why I feel like staking is very important when it comes to loan and proton. And the other coins, basically liquidity pools, that's terms also. So I think this could be telling us that terms are very significant when it comes to the coins we hold, because it says terms, right? It clearly says terms, but it also says papers. This is for my people who have the Anchor wallet. Papers. So if you have your papers, you know what that's talking about. It's talking about the Anchor wallet, right? You have your papers, right? It also says secured. Secured. That doesn't need any explanation, right? Secured. It said items. We have our items, right? Which is our coins. It said options. It said options, and in that same cipher it says faith in God. Faith in God. You have options in the same cipher with faith in God, secured, items, terms, and also papers. And also at the top it says digital ID. Digital ID. Metallic is the arc for all other cryptos to work on. I agree, Lee. Thanks for joining. Thanks for joining the channel, family. Dream Team, we all protect. We all protected. We don't need a psalm verse for us to be protected, family. Our frequency protects us. I gotta figure out how to flip it. Let me see if I can flip it. Well, I just told you the terms. Y'all go see it in the decode space, man. Y'all go see it in the decode. But like I said, the terms were, I'm gonna say it one more time. And this is what I got from friends because the decode in my previous decode said you will need to have friends. And I remembered how significant that was. You will need to have friends. I agree, Max. I finally have a day off. Laugh out loud. Thank you, Don, for being here. You know what I'm saying? But basically, when I decoded friends to find out what I would find from friends, it gave me digital ID, terms, papers, secured, items, options, and faith in God. And I feel so privileged for my name, options, to come up in the same cipher as faith in God. Because that's what I have. And the Most High knows that. And I told you guys, that is the ultimate weapon against what's coming, faith in God. Because I don't care what happens. God has the last say-so when it comes to the chosen. God has the last say-so. So my question is, what are you going to put your faith in? Technology or the Most High? Or the Most High? What are you going to put your faith in, family? Do you believe technology will save you, or do you believe the Most High will save you? I'm taking my chances with the Most High. I'm taking my chances with the Most High, fam. Ashen in Hebrew means creative light. So good job. Thank you for that information, fam. 300920. Oh, I couldn't see it. The Most High and your brains. Exactly, Lise. The Listra says devil rules here with God, his permission. Queen Soul, what's going on, Queen Soul? Peace and blessings, family. Peace and blessings. I was just inside talking to my mother, and I kind of gave my mother a quick rundown of what I've been doing over the past year in a 20-minute segment, and my mama head went to spinning. Her head went to spinning. She couldn't take it. But like I told you, my mama 88 years old, but she did tell me she proud of me. She did tell me she proud of me. Because I came a long way. I was so low vibrational at times in my life, family. I came a long way. And she asked me, like, how did you get into that? I say, Ma, something just activated in me. Just like something is starting to activate in you guys. You're starting to notice things. You're starting to see things. Starting to recognize patterns. That's the activation. There's power in numbers. There's power within us. Because we all will achieve the ultimate goal, which was up, Mark, which is Christ consciousness. Christ consciousness, family. That's our objective. That is our mission, to achieve Christ consciousness. That is our mission. And we will not fail. We will not fail. Y'all just don't know how good this wind out here feel up here in Tennessee, family. I'm talking about I could lay back and just go to sleep right here outside. Yeah, down God is good. Spaceman says Christ consciousness is the way. Hey, Spaceman, you be dropping some. Hey, y'all, make sure y'all go subscribe to Spaceman channel. Cause Spaceman be dropping some heat too. He be finding some good information. So y'all make sure y'all go check out Spaceman 2.0 on YouTube. Cause Spaceman be dropping some he be finding some stuff too, fam. He be finding some good information. You definitely will smile when you see some of the stuff that Spaceman be exposing. It is easier for the camel to get through the eye of a needle than it is for a rich man to enter the kingdom of heaven. That is so true. That is so true. But the new rich, we go flip that script. We go flip that script. Because the rich not doing what they should be doing, but the new rich will. And the Most High already knows what's in our hearts. I think Donald is Spaceman 2.0. Yeah, I'm not the only one working, family. Everybody, a lot of people working in this community. The Most High will bless us with wealth because the Most High knows what we will do with it. Yeah, Anthony says, I'm going to be playing WWE 2K25. You want to be playing that on October 8th? I bet you that. I bet you that. When them 10 days of darkness come, you go see what 2K5 get you. Christ is King. Alan Perez says, I agree. It's always been about love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice for every upstanding person. That's so correct, Queen. Law will be God's law, not legalese. Good to see you switching up location, breathing all that good prana. Exactly, Mark. Exactly, Mark. I understand, Anthony. Ain't nothing wrong with video games, fam. But on this channel, we trying to raise our frequency and pay attention to what's important, fam. Being in a video game is not important in this time in history, fam. You need to be blessed that you even found this channel and take this information. Because it could make a difference in your life. It could make a difference in your life, Anthony. We gonna have plenty of time for video games, but right now it's time to raise your frequency. Get those atoms in your body vibrating, family. Get them atoms moving. Is UPQTX any good? Yes, it is, Lise. Yes, it is. I have some staked on BlastPad, but I remember getting the email from Ubiquity, the company. I got the email from Ubiquity, the company. So that is an actual company behind that coin. And also the UBQT, which is the original one. And that company stands out on its own. So that's a major company. And they doing a lot of stuff, family. They're basically Ubiquity is basically in the process of turning home mortgages into like NFTs. So don't sleep on Ubiquity X or the regular Ubiquity. Don't sleep on those coins, family, because I get emails from them all the time. Now they did piss me off one day because they was rolling out a new company. They needed $150,000, right? This was about 2 months ago. They needed $150,000. They sent me the email. I read up on the company on Alcor, on Alcor Exchange, Night Watch. I read up on the company. I like what I saw. Excuse me. So I see I got and say the minimum was $100. I say I got $100 to put into it. I got $100. I put it into it, right? And I was happy. I'm like, I got in early. This company looks like it's going to be big. Do you know about a week and a half later, they reached the $150,000 goal? Because when you invested, you also had to give them some information about yourself, right? So I gave them the information about myself. I'm just a regular 9 to 5 working person. But, I took my $100 and invested. A week and a half later, they sent me an email saying they reached their goal of $150,000. Do you know they sent me my $100 back? They sent me my $100 back, fam. What's going on, Most High One? Most High, get your protons, electroniums, atoms here. Exactly, spaceman. Bro, you have to prepare all coins on one page on Patreon. I agree, Sunseeker. I agree. That's going to take a lot of work. That's going to take a lot of work. That's what I'm telling you, fam. I have no problem doing that. But that's going to take a lot of work. So when I do it, fam, y'all make sure y'all support me. Because that's like a job. That's like having a job, putting all the coins on one page, which I said I was going to do. But just make sure y'all show me some love for doing that, because that's going to take me a long time and a lot of work and a lot of hours. They gave you money back. I won't invest in that company. Nah, it's not that, least. It's the fact that, they want a certain type of people to be involved in stuff like that. They want a certain type of people. I'm a regular person, regular, ain't nothing really big about me as far as financially. And they didn't want me to have that type of power. I mean, I understand that because I know the world we live in. But they sent my $100 back. Like, nah, we not about to make you rich. You just a regular person. You know what I'm saying? But they wasn't expecting me to notice that. They wasn't expecting me to notice that. They don't expect people like us to notice stuff like that and invest. Like, we are wise. We know what time it is. I want a company to scam me, Lee said. Elijah says, very suspicious. But ubiquity making moves though. They making moves. So the ubiquity coins, I definitely hold them. And if you swap them, you definitely get all your value. So that's another sign. That is another sign. If you swap, if you have 100,000 coins and it shows, let's say it shows $300 in value. If you were to swap that coin, you would get almost the entire $300. Frederick says Doge of BTC moves. All coins move. Laugh out loud, but you are maybe right. Maybe no alt season this time, but I want to believe there will be. And Proton made a nice move up today from the bottom. I'm hoping it continues to go up. Yes, Doge Maxi says, yeah, I think some alts will move, maybe 5x, but only a tiny amount. Yeah, you have the coins that's go like the typical altcoins, yeah, but I think we're in the season of them building that true system that's gonna come out. Those are the coins that's gonna skyrocket. Oh, I just thought about something too, family. And somebody on YouTube sent a message to me I forgot who the person was, but I want to give them a big shout out. But there was somebody that sent me a message on YouTube that reminded me that a C note is $100 bill. A C note is $100 bill. Now remember when I did the decode and it said 55% and percent in Gematria turned out to be C notes? And I did the video and I said $55. But a C note, even on Google, if you Google what a C note is, a C note is $100 bill. So instead of $55, I want to take that statement back and 5,500. That's what Proton could be headed for. Because 55 C notes, if a C note is $100 bill, and you have 55 C notes, that is $5,500. Donald says yes, a C note is 100. So I misread that, thinking that C note, because I knew C notes was talking about money basically, but it didn't register that a C note was $100 bill. So 55 C notes actually in Gematria was saying 5,500. Can you imagine a Proton reaches $5,500, family? Y'all not ready for that. I don't think I'm ready for that. $5,500, 55%, 55 C notes, 5,500. Ocean Swift is making its own blockchain. I see something about prices and C notes. I didn't catch the whole message, Lisa. I'm sorry. Babu sent me 250 sold to my WebOff wallet. Is this happening to anyone else? Don, I definitely sent that to you, Don. And I sent it to a lot of other people that sent things to my but I have, like I say, last night I was spending time with moms talking, but a lot of you guys, the emails that you sent me, I have those emails, I have those addresses, and I'm gonna make sure those coins get sent to you. Don't worry. Sunseeker says after the reset, Swift is still using XRP and then XPR, therefore as layer 0. Yeah, Don, he sent to me too. Yeah, Frederick just confirmed. Yeah, that's me. I sent that to you, Don. And I got a lot more to send out. Yeah, I got your email. That's what I was just saying. I got your email, World Boss. You and a couple other people. So I'm going to get those coins sent out to you. Don't worry. Don't worry. But like I said, remember, I just got out here. I'm out here with my mom. And, family come and see me. Everybody hearing about them here. So I got distracted very fast. Laugh out now. Didn't know that was you. Yeah, that was me, Don. Once you understand $1 is worth more than $100 as it's debt, not credit. Lee says if Swift is using XRP, the price is still $2. I'm gonna show y'all something also from that same. The email Donald is stargateship@yahoo.com. Stargateship@yahoo.com, Donald. Because my soul is showing worth a couple hundred million. So I got hundreds of thousands to send out to you guys in that coin. I have no problem doing that. You see how I'm moving? I'm sending some of you guys 50,000, 100,000, and before I even become wealthy. Now, when that coin flies to that number, that's what you'll be sitting on. I'm gonna be a living example. Max says million. What's going on, Matt? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the live stream. What's going on, Rashad? This is called the Capone, regular cigar night watch. I wish it was the other stuff, though. I do. Because if I could smoke that other stuff, fam, I'm telling you, I'd probably be y'all. I ain't no telling how I be coming at y'all. Because I could be getting on that shaman level then. You got to know how to use it, though. I'm gonna tell y'all what I found pertaining to XRP. Because I came across a term that said XRP lawsuit, right? I came across a term that said XRP lawsuit in my video that I'm going to upload after this live. Yeah, exactly, Donald. I came across a term that said XRP lawsuit in my decode. So I decided to decode lawsuit. And I'm going to let you guys hear what I said, what I found. Because XRP lawsuit, so I decoded lawsuit. And lawsuit basically in Gematria means DNA activation code of light. So XRP DNA activation code of light. I also found XRP how to get rich. What's going on, Maximum FOMO? XRP how to get rich. Okay, sounds good. Okay. It also says XRP awareness. We are definitely aware of XRP. It says XRP only the young. Only the young. Do you get the Iraqi dinar, the physical Iraqi dinar, or the digital one? Eli Naki, which one you talking about? It also says, and I forgot to decode this one because I gotta go back and find out what this term means. But it basically says XRP, the only real one is named Robert. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do that now. But it also says XRP suffering, XRP sudden death. I don't like how that sounds. XRP lawsuit led to XRP suffering and XRP sudden death. Also penguins. And we know penguins live in the cold, the frost, the freeze. Think about that. I also found XRP right frequency and tone indeed. Right frequency and tone indeed. XRP no test proven. I just thought that I would bring that to you guys' attention. It did say XRP how to get rich. It did say how to get rich, but it also says XRP sudden death and also sudden death and what was the other one? Sudden death and suffering. That's why we have to look at XRP with our third eye. What's going on, X-Rapid? XRP buyback will be lower than the current price. That could be true, Lise. On Simpsons, Ripple lose to trial and pay 10 million fine. Don says, my left palm just started itching. Isidra, what's going on, family? Max says XRP of the heart. Also, now this is the part that really got my attention. Because when I decoded the great fake out, it led me to Friends Explode, like I told you, right? Friends Explode. What's up, Dave? It led to Friends Explode, right? And I told you in a previous decode, it said you will need to have friends. And Friends Explode is, guess what? 936. Well, let me show you something. Because 936 in Gematria is XPR proton. That's 936. You want to know what else is 936? Proton loan. Proton loan is also 936. Ripple the bull, correct, Lise. Ripple the bull is also 936. So there's a major connection between proton and ripple. You want to know something else I didn't know? You know we always talk about XRP 262, right? And we know XRP and XPR in Gematria is both 348 and 440. But you know what I didn't know? I didn't know XPR 262 is also 440 and 348. You have XRP 262, but notice XPR 262 is also XPR and XRP in Gematria. I didn't know that. There is a connection, family. There is a major connection. A major connection. And in this decode that I'm going to release later, the number of silver keeps coming up. 11 is king. I agree, Matt. 11 is king. That number is in the decode coming up also. 1111, which is warns. Warns. Matt says it's not counting the 262. Okay. It's not counting the 262. All right. Metallicas will buy a Ripple. Could be X-Rapid. Could be. That would be a dream. Dana says that would be a dream. Now I got to take a look at this term that when I decoded XRP lawsuit, and lawsuit led me to the only real one is named Robert, right? So the way I would decode that is named Robert, because it said the only real one is. So we stop at is and we go decode named Robert. So I'm going to do that in real time and see what I found. Because it said XRP lawsuit, XRP lawsuit. Lawsuit led me to the only real one is named Robert. So I'm going to go to Gematria and see what named Robert leads me to. I'm going to see what catches my attention. I got the answer already. I have the answer already, family. Named Robert is 690. Named Robert is 690. The only real one is named Robert, right? Named Robert is 690. You know what 690 is in Gematria? Metallicas. Round of applause, please. Round of applause, please. XRP, it said XRP lawsuit. I decoded lawsuit. It led us to the only real one is named Robert. I just decoded named Robert. We got 690 Metallicas. Round of applause, please. Matt says his last name is 690. That's why you're here, family. Dana says you have a good heart, Ashin, and your videos and insight to Gematria means a lot. Good decodes. Thank you, Dana, for that for that message. Thank you very much, family. Ron, I see the hands clapping. I do too, X Rapid. Don says drop the mic. Drop the mic. There it is in real time, fam. Y'all saw it in real time. It said the only real one is named Robert. Now, you want to know another crazy thing about it? The only real one is named Robert. That was my father's name also. That was my father's name also. Robert. I told y'all, fam, y'all here for a reason. This is not a coincidence. They got a lot of channels y'all could have been watching, but you found this channel, and it was for a reason. It was for a reason. That's why I told you, thank your angels. Your angels led you in the direction that you went. You about to be the big change bringer in your family. Y'all, most of y'all probably like me, the underdog, right? You the underdog. You the one that they counted out. Just don't know that God has a perfect time for you to come out of nowhere and shock the world. Ramon says definitely came across your channel by accident. And ever since you came across my channel, Ramon, you've been here ever since. World Boss says, yep. What's going on, Night Rider? Glad you was able to catch the live stream. What's going on, Jason? Thanks for joining, fam. I came across here by accident. May God bless you, Ash, and thank you, Lise. The real black sheep. I'm telling y'all, I bet you most of y'all feel like not exactly like the black sheep. Tendo saying it seems you don't understand true pain. Well then, man, let me tell you something, Tendo. I know how to dish it out too. I know how to dish it out too. I know how to dish it out too. So get off my live with that, man. Spaceman says I've always been the black sheep. I'm telling you. Sun Relaxation says me too. I'm here by accident. But y'all think, but see, that's the thing about it. Y'all think it's an accident. I definitely have XRLN, Jason. I definitely have that coin. Well, XRL. I don't really know what XRLN is, but I think XRL is under that account. So I think XRLN is a major account. Thank you, Lise. The listener says I'm in the Netherlands, which it looks like a beautiful place from what I've seen. How did you fix a problem with silver, Matt? First time hearing that. My account pants keep clogging and I dropped it in a coin. I've been to Amsterdam. So Amsterdam is in the Netherlands? I didn't know that. Did you notice that all the coins that were airdropped on BlastPad that were created by 144 chosen one is showing on Snipsverse as travel deals. I noticed that today, Ramon. I noticed that today. Yeah. Yes, XR stand for Regulated Reliability Network. These are public-private for tokenized bank transactions across institutions worldwide. Good information. My AC condensation pan. Oh, okay, Mac. Whip said, should I buy BTC? You have to make that decision, Whip. You know, we don't give financial advice, but I do say diversify if you can. Exactly what Metallica is trying to do. Well, that's definitely a good coin. The whole XRL and XRL is has pairs with a lot of Bitcoins. Robert Kiyosaki said yesterday, buy silver because it's going to explode. I agree. I agree. I definitely agree. Time will tell. International Cyber. The only advice we buy physical silver. Can't sue me for that. Exactly, spaceman. Crypto Bully Bear says, don't buy silver. But the 5D community know that term gets inverted, right? Don't buy silver. Don't buy silver. Glad you joined us today, Crypto Bully Bear. Big shout out to the bear. Appreciate it, fam. Yeah, we know what time it is. 1,000 ounces of silver will retire you easy. I don't even think 1,000, but that's a lot of money to spend. Talking about almost $50,000. But retirement from $50,000 is still a good deal. Danielle says, did anybody experience a glitch with Wellball this morning? I wasn't able to access my wallet for a few hours, had me worried. Yeah, that happened to me also, Danielle. Spaceman says, imagine silver was $1.50 in the 90s. Max says, damn, sorry. Yo, I heard Joe Katz is leaving Ripple. He's heading to Metallica's. That wouldn't surprise me, Bully Bear, because we already know what's coming. The flood. When the floodgates open, they go all flock to Metallica's. All the time they do tests, says X Rapid. Ryan says hold physical gold. Bear says he's leaving right before the bull run. Ha ha. Yeah, he know where to go. Different flood. Americas will be flooded. David Swartz is going to board of directors above CTO. He can vote. CTO out now. Don said, that's a fact, Bully Bear. So first wheel of fortune, a person won 1 million on a Tuesday, November 11th is Tuesday as well. I didn't know that was. I didn't know November 11th was a Tuesday. That is very significant because I see Tuesday so much in Gematria. I'm talking about so much. It's all about Ellie. I am South African. Okay, you are called. These trolls, boy, I tell you. What's going on, Dexter? Ryan says countries are moving their gold out of London and New York. Something big is coming. Definitely. X Rapid says Taco Tuesday cyber attack. And we also know Taco in Gematria is 294, which is Alcor. Appreciate it, Dexter. Bad Bunny, this Super Bowl, BB equals Big Bang. And it's played on 2826. 28 equals wealth. Have you set up the XRPLT/USDTC? I sure did, Jason. I definitely set that up. I definitely set that up. Thank you for that information, Jason. I definitely set that up. I did a couple pairs to USDC. Loan also 286. Mask. You might be saying Musk birthday. Yesterday, okay, I'll check it out. Thanks. Crypto Bully Bear. And Bully Bear exposed a lot in his live yesterday. That's why I say, fam, we definitely see what time it is. Shit, 1,000,000, one on 930. Matt Drury says, guy called this shit 1,000,000, one on 930 equals 93. Is Zcash on L Core the same as the original one that's at 120 today? I don't know, lease, but the both of the Zcashes they have, I have both of them just to be sure. That's what I did. That's what I did. I mean, there's no way to know until the price goes up. But I mean, it's so cheap right now. I mean, why not? Why not? I know I posted one of the links for Zcash and also what's the other one? I know I posted Zcash on my Patreon, and it was another coin somebody wanted the link to. I can't remember, but I made sure I posted those links. Real Boss says Jesus. I don't think it was Jesus coin. I posted on my Patreon. Lee says XLN. All the scam coins are real. I agree. Same as on Stellar. What's the right Iraqi dinar? They have several, Brian. They have several, but the one that I got is on Stellar. It's under fednow.us.gov. But all you have to do is type in IQD on Stellar on the Lobster wallet and you'll see. But the one that I definitely have is fednow.us.gov. Have you decoded anything with collapse in October or red October? I have seen red October a couple of times, Bully Bear. I have seen red October. I definitely have seen that. Wondering if Flash crashed this month. Could be Bully Bear. I mean, the government is shut down, and you know how they are. Once they get that ball rolling, they got to keep that momentum. They got to keep that momentum. I think it's only going to get worse. I think it's only going to get worse. Got to keep that atom rolling. Definitely, definitely. Just like today, right? You notice, uh, bro, did the chain migration already happen? No, I don't think so, Jason. Yeah, don't forget to smash the like button, guys. And to my new people, subscribe to the channel. But the thing that uh the thing that got my attention is the fact that it's so much happening at one time. You know, you have these countries positioning for war. The government is shut down. Trump flew in all the generals. You know, if ever there was a time to feel like now was the time to prepare, it's now. It's now. I think this is the time to prepare. That's why I always tell you guys I want to thank you all for seeing through the smoke and the fog and paying attention to what's important.
Hello there. I'm okay. How are you? Good. Same here.
The train has left the station. She knew it. She knew it. And they know how many people that they have brainwashed that are not taking any type of look at Metallica's and Alcor and XPR Network. So they know that they've done a good job suppressing the information and misleading people. Like I said, y'all saw it in real time earlier. It said the only real one is named uh Robert. And when I decoded Robert, it came up 690, which is Metallica's. Robert is also Ripple. I think Robert is also Ripple. Yep. We got a lot of troll activity today, huh, fam? I just found out they sell silver in grains. 10 cents a day. $10 in November. Where they sell silver in grains at, Bully Bear? And go and buy XRP. X Rapid says. What's going on? A new way of thinking. It's just a cigar. That's all it is. You wouldn't want to smoke a cigar, fam. It's just a cigar. Silver the 5X soon? I hope so. I bought 50 grams online on eBay. The person sent me 3 free grams for a gift. I'm gonna have to check that out, Bully Bear. Matt Drury says Robert is October. Thanks for that information, Robert. So now we know October is Robert. The only real one is Robert. Robert is October, says Matt. So once again, we have October, another confirmation about October. It's super thin and like a half a stamp. I'm gonna take a look at it, Bully Bear. I'm gonna take a look at it, fam. I stopped and bought some silver yesterday, which wasn't much. But like I said, we get what we can when we can. Remember, the 8th of November. Say, Bully Bear, you just brought that to my attention. Remember when I did the decode, and in that decode it said, remember the 8th of November? And I kept on saying that was the first time I had saw that term. And now it has dawned on me, since we was talking about the 8th yesterday, I hey, I'm convinced. I'm convinced the 8th of December of November. I mean uh okay, well I understand. We were talking about October yesterday. But it said the 8th of November. October 7th is a Tuesday and the full moon. Damn, Don, that's good information. October 7th is a Tuesday and the full moon. A new way of thinking says it's November. But I do remember the term in my gematria that said November 3rd destruction. I remember that. It said November 3rd destruction. Now destruction of what? I have no idea. But it did say November destruction. What's going on, Karen? Thanks for joining the channel. Hit the like button and subscribe. What's going on, Wyola? Peace and blessings, family. Don't forget to hit the like button, fam. I got 51 people in here and 38 likes. I should have 51 likes. October 8th is 88 miles per hour. And we definitely see that 88 a lot, Matt. We definitely see that 88 a lot. And 88 is tied to a lot of major terms in Gematria also. All right, I got 43 people in the building and 43 likes. Thank y'all for hitting the like button. I appreciate that. But I know they'll never let me break the algorithm again because the last time we broke the algorithm, we brought a lot of people over to the 5D community. So they pumped the brakes on that quick. Silver will rise within 24 hours overnight when Trump plays the alien card. In the decode that I did today, I did see the term UFOs are not real, but I didn't decode it. But that term did come up. UFOs are not real. But that term did come up. We know they got all kind of trickery up their sleeves right now. We know they got a lot of trickery up their sleeves right now. But we also know that things are about to change for the better. But my decode did say sometimes everything has to get burned down to build it back the right way. Acting will be fake always. Back to the Future. Yeah, that's when we first saw it, Matt. And you know, today when I was in the house, I was uh I was scrolling through movies, and the movie Sneakers came up. That shows us the XRP 262. I thought that was kind of you know telling. It was like it was just trying to keep it on my mind. Cause why would it be on the TV? I'm way up here. I'm by my mother, and Sneakers popped up. That was very telling. But I think y'all go find this decode that I released later. Y'all go find it very informative. Y'all go find a lot of things in it that's gonna make a lot of sense. But long since I've been doing these decodes, fam, I haven't seen anything more than long, proton, XRP, corium, Sora, uh, I see XLN a lot. I see BSV a lot. Uh, what else I see a lot? I see Doge a lot. Uh, I don't know if I say loan, but I see loan a lot. Zcash a lot. eCash. Like I see these coins a lot, a lot. I see the Iraqi dinar almost more than any other currency. Knight Rider says, hi, watching a video today and both numbers, 88 and 55, came up. Two powerful numbers. 88 is Trump, and Trump is 470, and 470 is protons in Gematria. How do you like them apples? 88 is Trump, says X Rapid. Trump is 470. 470 is protons in Gematria. Vietnamese Dong video. Knight Rider says. Don't sleep on these currencies, bro. These currencies are going to get revalued. Night Owl says, how do you feel about rare earth magnets for resistance training for dense climates? That sounds like a question I need to go to school to answer. Yeah, the train has left the station. Apple, forbidden fruit. Night Owl Recording Studio says, laugh out loud, okay, just curious. Cheers from Canada. Peace and blessings, family. Not yet, says X Rapid. Bear says, I'm crazy for bananas, OG. Straight up. Straight up. Yeah, I think our time is coming, fam. I do. Because my web off is showing me as a millionaire. The the Snips verse Wilder is showing me as a billionaire. So I've done all I need to do. Oh, I feel you, crypto. Bully Bear, I feel you. I feel you. We'll see those days once we obtain our wealth. Silver holds 47, 2 now. We go up. Yeah, it's just like I say right now, it's just a waiting game, fam. We've positioned ourselves, we've spread the word, we've done all we can do. Any bad bunny decodes? Uh I for some reason I feel I remember something about Bunny, but I can't remember. But I remember seeing it because I had never seen anything about it before. And I remember it got my attention, but I don't remember in what aspect, Bully Bear. Ashin, what do you think about another XPR? What is the coin? I know they have the Tenari XPR. They have the XPR under XRPL1. And they may have a couple more, but the ones that come out, certain ones, I just get a small amount. You mean we never know? Yeah, Tenari, I definitely hold that coin because Tenari, I went and looked at the information on that coin in on the XPR Explorer, and I saw some major accounts transacting with it, and I've also saw Tenari connected to a lot of different accounts. Uh, I don't know X Rapid because there once was a time where you had the XPR, the purple, and they had another XPR that was the gold. But then we started talking about it and they removed all of the symbols. So now we don't know which one is which. But there was a gold and purple XPR. Now, could Tenari be the gold one? That I don't know. That I don't know. Because you got to understand, some of it is just to confuse us. If silver shoots down and stays under 48 all through October, I think that's confirmation. November will be huge. Yeah, I agree, Bully Bear. That may be a sign. That may be a sign. Because just like in the decode that I'm going to put out today, it said in the flash of an eye. That's how it's going to happen in the flash of an eye, fam. It's going to happen so fast. It's going to happen so fast. You notice whenever XPR goes up, it always creeps down. But whenever it goes up, it's always a one long candle. You notice that? You notice that? It always creeps down. But whenever XPR goes up, it's always one long candle. And I think the candle that we go see, it might come out your phone and stick out the top of your phone. Exactly. In the blink of an eye. Brian says like when Lone went to Ascent. But we are positioned, family. We are positioned and our time is coming. Our time is coming. But I want you guys to see that decode. And I have a lot more running around to do today too. October 1st, I expect 1019 to have some action to show us that November is a true winner on 1111. I agree. That's what we waiting on, Bully Bear.
Mono got me around a minute.
Y'all give me 1 second. I never heard of that, Brian Toon. I never heard of that. X Rapper says, don't forget 711 and 511. Vendetta. Time to tell. Expected sooner within a week. 50 to 100 day dollar. Next month. 500 plus per troy ounce. That'll make my day, Delistra. That'll make my day. In Thailand, all the supermarkets called 7-Eleven Express. What's going on, Scoopy? Peace and blessings, family. What's going on, Tommy? Brian said Snoop and Drill using it. It's on H bar, cheap right now. It's ticker ID Jam. Take a look at it. Waola says nice place. All 7-Eleven Italians will run on Velo blockchain. Jam is a good coin, says Jason. All right, well, that's confirmation, Brian. You got Jason that knows about it. Jam is a good coin. I'm gonna have to get back to interacting with the H-bar coins. Velo also scam coin. Says X Rapid 589. Velo also scam coin. Jason says why X Rapid. Lee says could be. Also H bar. Can you elaborate on that X Rapid? Cause I see Velo and H bar a lot in Gematria. I doubt Velo is a scam, but anything can happen. Yeah, I see it so much in Gematria X Rapid. Like why you think H bar and Velo are scams? Cause I see them a lot in Gematria. The pot, all the coins, like scam. The pot, all the coins, like scam. What you mean the pot? What do I think of Afrium? I think Afrium is a good coin in my opinion. Yeah, but you haven't given a reason, X Rapid. Yeah, Night Watchman. I think Afrium is a good coin. I hold Afrium on Stellar and Afrium IQD. Hi, he means scam coins on L Core. Banks are issuing stable coins on H bar. Yeah, I'm waiting to see what he says about he could mean that Knight Rider, but I'm trying to figure out what you know. It don't make no sense to speculate. He can just tell us why he believes they are scams. What's going on, Lay? Donald says Afrium most definitely strong. I'm definitely holding that. I mean scam coins on L Core. They have a couple of them though. They have a couple of H bars and uh I don't know about Velo. They hide all the coins. Yeah, they hide the coins. I'm doing all right, Lay. How you doing? Velo there. Yeah. Yep. Afrium is going up in price on Stellar. And like I told y'all, don't forget about the Afrium IQD, which is the Afrium Iraqi dinar. And you can also get the Iraqi dinar coin that's pegged 1-to-1 on Coinbase, which is handle Forex. Crypto Bully Bear confirms Afrium is a go. Thank you very much. This is the this is the Tesla sign, the taction that I wear, right? Gotta manifest that 369. Also, Algorand, XLM, XRP, HBAR, Cardano, Nexus. Afrium linked in with almost all currencies on Lobster. Exactly. I don't know, Night Watchman. You have to make that decision. Get what you can afford without breaking your back. Not financial advice. Too many to choose from. Are you talking about Afrium Bully Bear? Matt says ISO. Afrims have multiple assets. Oh yeah, they do. They do. But the main one I have is Afrium and Afrium IQD. Afrium IQD and Afriums that's just by itself. Those are the two main ones that I have on Stellar. On Lobster, yeah. But I also sent some of it to my freighter wallets. Yeah, Ephraim is like the fiat rail of Stella. They have a rewards one also. I'm gonna have to look into that, Bully Bear. Donald says got him. Donald on top of it. X Rapper says IQD is up now on Lobster. Night Watchman says you got SHX. Yeah, you can't sleep on SHX. Stronghold is definitely a go. I'm not sleeping on Stronghold. SHS will be a major player too, not financial advice. I agree. Night Watchman says yes, sir. Not financial advice. I picked up some IQD off IA Currency Exchange online. You talking about physical dime? Yeah, Brian. That if that's what I think. Like I say, I think Snips is gonna be the new uh Twitter, basically. Nah, that was somebody pulling up next though, Donald. What's going on, Amara? Some of the X tokens and mock mint are showing on Metal X lending websites. That's a good sign. Okay. All right, Don. Just need that adoption. Yep. Amara says coins. Yeah, I mean that's a good sign. That's what it sounded like. It sounded like some old school Johnny Taylor type music he was playing. I feel that we will make more money with Snips than XPR coin. Who knows? Who knows, fam? That's why we have them all. That's why we have them all. If it replaces Twitter, yeah, if it replaces Twitter or becomes a competitor, you know, we can see a lot of money from that. Appreciate it, fam. Thank you. From Sudan. Pools, snips on Metal X, 38%. That's good. Thank you, family. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Make sure y'all get some versions of Decoding on Elcor. Not financial advice, says Donald. That's some good, not financial advice, too. I think Stella will help put Adrika on the map, bro. Like I say, Stella is what I call a juggernaut. Stella is gonna be Africa, okay. You can get snips on the WebOff wallet. I don't know if it's still on the WebOff wallet, but you can get it on Elcor Exchange. Marshall Hayner have two accounts, Metal and Marshall XPR. I've been watching. Thank you, Maximum FOMO, for the $5 super chat. Thank you very much, fam. All is appreciated. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, fam. I can't wait to share a decode I did that changed how I feel about what you are doing. Stay blessed. No problem, fam. Thank you very much. I love the fact that you decoding too. That, like I say, that's majorly important to me. Thank you, Lise. Thank you, Lise, so much, fam. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys so much. I just noticed on Bearable 123 Riddle, the one with recycling coins, XLM is the only coin upside down. I don't see XRP or XPR in there. That could mean something. Irina holds a lot of coins. Yep, definitely. Mosquitoes out here starting to come out now. Irina got sent a lot of coins. Laugh out loud. Yeah, but from who, huh? Sent from who? What do they know? They know something. Frederick says, ex-rabbit, ask her if she wants to marry me or marry you. Yeah, you marry Irina, you gonna be set. Bully Bear decode on Simpsons. Irina and Marshall says ex-rabbit. Don says light up another cigar and keep the mosquitoes away. Or these mosquitoes out here, I think they're immune to smoke. They're a different breed out here. These mosquitoes have on masks. Them new COVID mosquitoes. Bullet Bear says yes. Yes, laugh out loud. Frederick says invite all of us to the wedding. I need Irene, and we will be on the on Ocean's yacht soon. Man, we go all have yachts, fam. We go all have yachts. Donald says, don't forget about us, Frederick, when you do marry her. I'm gonna pull up on my jet ski to Starship Yacht. Ha ha ha. Y'all hear what Bullet Bear said, huh? But Bullet Bear not telling you he go take his jet ski off his yacht. uh I'm the same way, Night Watchman. I don't need it. Yeah, we just won't be free of this system. That's all. Amara says, ha ha ha. But I can tell you why I would get a yacht. It would be a way for a place for us to convene and enjoy each other, and being around each other. That would be a place that we could convene and have a good time. And talk about ways we could change the world for the better. You know, I'm not trying to get a yacht to stunt on nobody, to seem like I'm better or bigger than anybody. If I'm gonna have a yacht, I'm gonna put it to work. I'm gonna use it for something beneficial. That's the only reason I would get a yacht. Lee says rent it out. I didn't think about that. You could make a lot of money off of renting it out. Frederick says race of yachts, racing them, huh? That's a race I like to see, right? That is a race I would like to see. All good. Only we all don't need one yacht is y'all yacht. Black Richie Rich, definitely a good networking tool. Exactly, Black Richie Rich. Bully Bear says sipping Concord grape juice, checking out web-balls while using Starlink satellites. Party time. Definitely party time, fam. We go party hardy. Thank you, Weebert. We definitely go party hardy. Matt says, let's effing go. But you know what the main thing that I want that stuff to do, you know, when we get this wealth, because I don't say if, I say when we get this wealth, I want it to be a real hard testament to what faith in the Most High and yourself could bring to your life. Not yet, Bully Bear, but I'm gonna pull it up tonight, even if I gotta pay for it. You know what I'm saying? Even if I gotta pay for it. I love all, Weebert. I love all. I love all. I know was hoping was on Netflix. I'm gonna check it out, though. I'm gonna find. I think you probably gotta pay for it, though. I'm gonna find the app that has it and pay for it and download it. But that's the testament that I want when we all get this wealth. You know, to just to show that we believed in our spirit. We believed that the Most High was gonna take care of us. We believed the path that our angels led us on, and look at the benefits and the rewards of raising your frequency, knowing what's for you is for you, believing in the Most High. That's the testament that I want to show people. Boy, these trolls ain't no joke. We still pay taxes on our crypto if we live in a no state tax area like Nevada, Tennessee, Florida. I got to get up on my game on crypto taxes. But I haven't been worrying about it because it ain't like I made that kind of money. Now once I start cashing out $5,000 and $10,000 here and there, then I'll start focusing on taxes. I see you, Black Richie Rich. I plan on creating an estate to run all my finances through so it's not connected to me directly. Yeah, like a trust. I understand that, Don. Ex Rapper says no tax in Dubai. Hoping to take my wealth and open up a massive park or the biggest free climbing gym. Wanting to use a majority for philanthropy. That's good, Night Watchman. Like I said, it's all about having a plan. It's all about having a plan. You know, you don't want to get the money and your mind be everywhere. You want to plan before it comes. Only 30% taxes here in France, so cheap. Yeah, 30% tax is not bad. I think it's a little higher over here though. They rape you. They try to take everything from you over here. Thank you, Lise, for joining, family. Peace and blessings, family. Tax tax advantage living in Puerto Rico. I plan on owning a fleet of airplanes and on airport. Hey, we 30% tax. Yeah, I said I was gonna get me some tugboats and some barges. That's a good idea, Night Watchman. You see, that's another segment that we need to put together. You know, as far as investments and different things to get into. You know, airport and plane. You watching 2020? You watching 2012 again, Don? Don say everybody gonna need a plan when he gonna make his money. How when the end happen and how everybody gonna be trying to get out of here. They gonna say call Don. He got all the planes, huh? Call Don. Yep. Call Don. But I'm glad some of y'all thinking like that. I'm glad y'all thinking like that. Frederick told Don to block buy a flight simulator. Buy a flight simulator, huh? Thank you, nature. Peace and blessings, family. Told him to get a flight simulator. Work from home, says Matt. Thank you, Weebert. Thank you, fam. Well, fam, I got a lot more running to do. Love from Scotland. Thank you from Scotland, family. Thanks for joining the channel, Weebert. Uh, Welcome to the 5D community. Like I say, we all one family here. But this about my time, family, because I got a lot more running to do. But you know, I'm not about to not spend time with y'all. When I get a chance, I'm going to spend time with y'all. Thank you, Showtime. Rashad, Crypto Bully Bear, thank you. Thanks everybody that joined the live stream, spent time with me and the family today. Thank you, Don. Free ride for all in this chat anywhere. Y'all remember that now? Y'all remember that now, Don, when he got all them planes, Don. Don't forget what you said. All right, Night Watchman, Matt, Mark, everybody, like I said, I appreciate y'all so much. Y'all don't know. Frederick, uh, yeah, it is, Bezo. Uh, like I said, I'm gonna drop that decode tonight or later today, so y'all can see what I was talking about in that decode. And like I say, I'll be going live again tomorrow. So anything that develops between what I find and what you guys find, then we'll talk about it tomorrow. Don says, "Word up! I gotta start buying drone planes too. No airport needed." I hear you, Crypto Bully Bear. You thinking ahead of the game. Thank you, X Rapid. So yeah, tomorrow same time, fam. If y'all not busy, uh, we'll continue this conversation and see what else develops. But this country is shut down right now, and I don't think things are going to get any better because we know the time and age we live in. It's a big war going on in the government and amongst the higher ups. So we fall in the middle. We just collateral damage. But you know, we position ourselves best we can, and we put our faith in the Most High. We decode numbers and we raise our frequency. That's all we can do. Everything else is being patient and resting and revitalizing, like Gematria told us. So I want to let you all know that I love you all and I appreciate you all. Thanks everybody that sent super chats. And we'll convene tomorrow, same time. So have a blessed day, family. Starship out.